The King's Game, a moral story. Once upon a time in ancient India, there was a wise king named Raja Virendra. Though his kingdom was prosperous, he often worried about the safety and success of his army. In his court, there was a brilliant minister named Surya Prakash, known for his deep understanding of warfare and strategy. One day, the king asked Surya Prakash, "How can I train my generals to think more strategically? They need to master the art of planning ahead to secure our borders without unnecessary conflict." Surya Prakash, after pondering for a while, designed a unique game to teach the king and his generals the art of strategy. He called it Chaturanga, a game representing the four divisions of the king's military: elephants, cavalry, chariots, and infantry. This game was played on an 8 by 8 square board, where players would move their pieces to defend their king and outwit their opponent. The king was fascinated by the game. Not only did it teach his generals to think several moves ahead, but it also taught the values of patience and foresight. The game soon spread beyond the borders of India, making its way to the land of Persia. There, it was known as Shatranj, and the Persian kings also loved how it taught strategy. The Persians even gave the world two important terms from the game: Shah for king and Shahmat, meaning the king is helpless, or what we now know as checkmate. As the game traveled through the Middle East during the Islamic Golden Age, it found favor with scholars and rulers alike. Eventually, the game made its way to Europe, where it evolved once more. The queen, once a modest piece, became the most powerful on the board, representing the growing influence of women in the royal courts of Europe. The bishop, too, gained its diagonal movement, symbolizing the flexibility of faith and wisdom. Back in Raja Virendra's court, Surya Prakash observed, "This game, my king, is more than just a tool for teaching military strategy. It teaches us about life. Just as in Chaturanga, life demands that we think before we act, understand the strength of our allies, and always protect those who rely on us." The king smiled, realizing the deeper wisdom. So, the lesson isn't just about winning battles, but about planning for the future, being patient, and making thoughtful decisions. And thus, the game that began as a way to train warriors became a tool for kings and scholars to cultivate wisdom. The lesson? Life is like a game of chess. It requires foresight, strategy, and patience. Victory belongs not to the hasty, but to those who think before they move. From that day forward, chess became a beloved game in every royal court, a reminder that wisdom and patience are the true keys to victory in life. Moral: life's greatest victories are won by those who plan with patience, think ahead, and act wisely.